Welcome to Cathy's Eclectic Garden in Zone 6A, Northwest Ohio. It's early December and a good time to start planning your garden for next year. I'm Cathy, and this is my garden. Cardinal flower, Lobelia cardinalis. Lobelia cardinalis, commonly known as cardinal flower, is a striking perennial plant native to North America. Renowned for its brilliant red blooms, this species adds vivid color and elegance to gardens, wetlands, and natural landscapes. Cardinal flower was one of the first native plants grown in my garden. Cardinal flower typically grows between 2 to 4 feet tall, featuring erect stems and lance-shaped dark green leaves. Its showy flowers are arranged in dense spikes and display a rich scarlet hue that attracts hummingbirds and butterflies. Blooming from mid to late summer, the blossoms are tubular in shape, perfectly suited for pollinators. Lobelia cardinalis thrives in moist, well-drained soils and prefers partial to full sun exposure. It is commonly found along stream banks and wet meadows and in low-lying woodland areas. Gardeners often plant cardinal flower in rain gardens or near ponds to take advantage of its preference for damp conditions. Don't have a wet area in your garden? I originally planted them in my rain garden area and they didn't do well. They were moved to a drier area at the bottom of a slope and now they are thriving. Just remember to water them often. This plant plays a vital role in supporting native wildlife, especially hummingbirds, which are primary pollinators of its vibrant flowers. Its presence in natural settings helps sustain local ecosystems by providing nectar and habitat for various insects and birds. Lobelia cardinalis is relatively low maintenance but benefits from consistent moisture and occasional deadheading to encourage more blooms. It tolerates light shade and is resistant to most common garden pests, making it an excellent choice for sustainable landscaping. Pineapple sage, Salvia elegans. Pineapple sage is a perennial herb renowned for its striking appearance and delightful fragrance. Native to Mexico and Central America, this plant is part of the mint family and is cherished for both ornamental and culinary uses. We will discuss the ornamental uses. Pineapple sage grows as a bushy shrub, typically reaching 3 to 4 feet tall and wide. It features fuzzy stems and soft, bright green leaves that emit a sweet pineapple-like aroma when crushed, hence the common name. In late summer to fall, the plant produces vibrant spikes of tubular red flowers, which are highly attractive to hummingbirds and butterflies. Pineapple sage thrives in well-drained soil with full sun to partial shade. It prefers regular watering but is relatively drought tolerant once it's established. The plant can be grown as a perennial in USDA zones 8 through 11, but in colder climates it is often treated as an annual or overwintered indoors. It is grown as an annual in my garden in large containers. With its lush foliage and striking flowers, pineapple sage makes an excellent addition to the herb garden, ornamental bed, and pollinator garden. Its aromatic leaves and showy blooms provide sensory enjoyment while supporting local wildlife. Scarlet runner bean, Phaseolus coccineus. The scarlet runner bean is a striking and vigorous climbing plant prized for both its ornamental beauty and edible beans. Native to the highlands of Central America, this annual or short-lived perennial vine can reach heights of 6 to 12 feet, making it ideal for trellises, fences, and arbors. Its lush green foliage serves as a vibrant backdrop for the brilliant scarlet red flowers that bloom profusely throughout the summer, attracting hummingbirds and pollinators to the garden. By the 1600s, it was growing in English and early American gardens as a food plant, but now is more frequently grown as an ornamental for its showy sprays of flowers. After growing these beans for the flowers for several years, I finally tried the beans. Not impressed. I will stick to good old green beans. About 2 months after sowing, plants produce scarlet red or occasionally white, typical legume flowers with the 2 lowest petals combining into a keel, the uppermost petal modified into a hood-like standard, and the petals on the sides spreading as wings. Up to 20-inch long flowers are produced in each cluster or raceme along the vines. Flowers open at sunrise and fade at sunset. Cultivating scarlet runner beans is straightforward. They prefer well-drained soil, regular watering, and a sunny location. In addition to their culinary uses, these beans are also valued for their nitrogen-fixing properties, which help enrich soil health. Whether grown for showy blossoms or their nutritious beans, scarlet runner beans add beauty, utility, and ecological benefits to any garden setting. Hummingbirds have loved mine, and bees. They're always covered in bees. The royal catchfly is a perennial wildflower native to the central and southeastern United States. It is admired for its brilliant red flowers and its importance as a nectar source for hummingbirds and various pollinators. The plant is named for its sticky stems, which can trap small insects, though this characteristic is not used for nutrition, but likely as a defense against pests. The royal catchfly typically grows 2 to 4 feet tall and forms upright clumps. Its stems are square-shaped and covered in sticky hairs. The leaves are opposite, lance-shaped, and bright green, measuring 2 to 5 inches long. The most notable feature is the flower, which is a vivid scarlet red, tubular, and 5-petaled. Each flower is about 1 to 3 inches across, with petals deeply notched at the tip, giving a star-like appearance. The status of the royal catchfly in Ohio is considered threatened. It is primarily found in prairies and open woods, but its habitat is increasingly threatened by overgrowth from woody species, casual picking of flowers, and the spread of non-native plants like smooth brome. Despite these threats, the recovery potential is considered good, as the species can reproduce well from seed, and transplants are known to thrive. I have been trying to get this established in my garden for 2 or 3 years, and the first couple of years didn't go so well. So I've been trying different areas of my garden, and I think I have finally got it placed where it's going to keep coming back. Royal catchfly blooms from midsummer to early fall, typically July through September. The flowers are pollinated mainly by hummingbirds, which are attracted by the plant's vivid color and tubular shape. The plant produces small capsules containing seeds, which are dispersed by wind and gravity. Royal catchfly is a popular choice for wildflower gardens and pollinator habitats. It's valued for its dramatic color and its ability to attract hummingbirds. It prefers full sun, well-drained soil, and a location with good air circulation. It can be grown from seed, though patience is required, as it may take a year or more to flower after planting from seed. Thanks for watching. I love your comments, so let me know if you have started planning your 2026 garden. If you haven't done so already, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.